Sundays were always a favorite of Gemma's. As she stretched in her bed, she felt a kind of giddiness overtake her. Gemma adored waking up without the prodding shriek of an alarm or demands from her 2 children. She could wake up at any time she pleased because there was never anything pressing to do on a Sunday. She made sure of that. It was this slow immersion into wakefulness that always ensured the presence of a smile on her face when she finally chose to open her eyes. The children were gone, always to one friend or another's each Saturday evening without fail, and so she could enjoy a night alone with her husband and a morning of quiet. It was a peacefulness that she always looked forward to. Kevin, however, was of the opposite opinion. He hated Sunday mornings the most and was always up before the sun, drinking decaffeinated coffee until a reasonable hour approached for him to be able to call his 2 sons. By 8, he was beginning on his 3rd pot of coffee. As a school teacher, Kevin was a worrier both by trade and character. He knew in great detail, such detail he refused to share even with his wife, the things that children could do when not kept under the strictest of supervision. He could not share his wife's calm manner when their 2 boys were gone. His mind would be riddled with the endless possibilities of disaster. Every time the phone rang on Saturday nights, he thought it was the cops calling to inform him that one or both of his sons were dead or in jail. It was now 8:30. He picked up the phone. 2 blocks away, Trent's cell phone buzzed. Without opening his eyes, he reached out for the device and declined the incoming call. He didn't need to guess who was calling. He was only 15 years old, but he knew that someday soon his father was going to have a severe stress-induced heart attack. But Trent was long past the point of worrying about that. Some things were just inevitable. Like the C he knew he was going to get in his English class, and the F he had no doubt his older brother was getting in biology, and the fact that one day his father would simply drop dead from worry. If the only preventative solution to that ending was a combination of homeschool and never leaving the house, well, he's sure he could manage without a dad just fine.